Good morning, everyone. Thank you for switching on your videos. Happy to see you again. Today, we are in day 6 of this 15-day breath by breath session conducted by Dr. Sai Kripa Sagar sir and organized by Pyramid Valley International. We are in this beautiful journey of breathfulness, understanding the neuroscience and yogic sciences of breath. Yesterday, sir beautifully explained all the energy system, the chakras, the nadis, and how breathfulness can remove our energy blocks and enhances the energy flow. Today, sir is here to explain more about the science of meditation. Let's all welcome Sagar sir. Welcome, sir.
Good morning, dear friends. Good morning, dear masters. Thank you, Manusha, for hosting and welcoming all with a wonderful smile. I hope my audio is okay. Yes, wonderful. Good. So yeah, as we are in day 6 of this wonderful journey of breathfulness, we've got a lot more of practice to do and quite a bit of understanding to learn on where did all this wisdom come from. So today we're going to do exactly that. So before we dive into practice, as I said yesterday, I'm going to talk about the few meditation experiences, some of the experiences that people get and what you should do with it. And then we'll get into a 15-minute practice of breathfulness. And then we will see the results of your yesterday's homework before talking about a brief introduction of Anapanasati Sutras from Buddha. So we're going to cover what is the genesis of it, where did it come from, what comprises of it. Tomorrow, again, we will get back to some special sessions and special topics. I'll talk about it later. All right, so with that, I just want to quickly cover some of the meditation experiences. Now that we are in day 6, I'm sure some of you would be having some of those doubts, and then we'll also talk about any challenges during meditation post the session today. So I hope you're able to see the screen, right? Meditation experiences. Okay. So there are several types of meditation experiences, or these are experiences during meditation. Some of you may have felt already, but I'm just putting it here so that you can always go back and check in the video whether that is something that is normal or not, right? The first one is body experiences. As you can see, sometimes the body becomes heavy, body becomes light. Some of you might have seen the body movements back and forth, left to right, your vibrations, body temperature experiences. I think some of you mentioned that in terms of suddenly you'll become warm, suddenly you become cold. Sometimes you might get some shiver, sometimes it will become extremely hot. So these are all, again, the usual body experiences when during the course of long meditation practices. And then there are these auditory experiences, what we call more to do with sounds. Some of you might listen to some strange bells, drums, instruments. I know the music is flowing, but then you might be listening to something else. Or when you are meditating alone, you might hear to some of these noises, some kind of buzzing sound, hissing sound. Some of you might hear sound waves of some natural things like ocean waves, waterfalls, nature sounds. Again, these are all come and go, right? Auditory experiences is this one thing. And similarly, there are other sensory experiences, feeling of breeze, feeling of fragrances. It could be divine fragrances, it could be anything. I think in one of the meditators remarked he was smelling coffee in his meditation, right? So some different tastes in the mouth, tingling of skin is very common. Now, as we get on to our third step, the second and third step of our observation, slowly you'll start feeling the tingling of skin. Somebody remarked goosebumps, right? The creeping movements up the spine, which is all energy flows. Changing breath patterns. You might start slow, suddenly the pace might increase, suddenly the pace might decrease. right? And dryness of mouth or excess saliva, we did see that in the course of the last 4 days or last 5 days itself. Right? And then there are emotional experiences. Again, some of you felt this deep joy, ecstasy, crying because of some unpleasant emotional situations, crying because of joy as well, that's tears. And then laughing with no reason. And yesterday we saw the involuntary yawning. So you feel sleepy, you also keep getting yawns, right? Sighing, burping, and coughing. Some of you might have experienced some of these as well. So these are again as energy flow. Yesterday we saw that as the energy flow starts getting regulated in different parts of the body, all these different experiences appear during meditation. And of course, there are these mind-related experiences. Headaches. Yesterday, someone said there was a tingling in their forehead, pulsing in the forehead. I didn't put these slides up yesterday. We've been using these for the last several months, right? So again, those are common visions. Some of you might see some visions, white dots, black sky, darkness behind closed eyes disappearing, feeling some kind of a heavy light experience, seeing brilliant lights, seeing colors, visions of your favorite deities, seeing scenes of nature, snapshot of even some that happened way back in your childhood or several years. It might have completely gone out of your conscious memory, but things like that reappear because your mind is becoming calmer and calmer. And as you experience a heightened sense of feeling, now your awareness level is increasing. So you're able to feel more. And suddenly the feelings are always associated with some thoughts. So those experiences kind of flood. Tunnel experiences, as if going through a tunnel, some past life experiences, out of body experiences, all that are common, right? And then some insight experiences. Suddenly you lose consciousness of body. Some of us spoke about it, right? So you feel a great sense of oneness, joy, losing awareness of sounds from outside. Again, we heard that. Losing awareness of time, complete stillness. You're receiving wisdom and insights, right? So all these are insight experiences. Again, as our awareness level increases, as the noise in the head and the body decrease, we are all beginning to experience some of these. So what should we do about these experiences? We just need to go beyond these experiences. And again, a word of caution here, experiences differ from person to person. And again, all these experiences are not a must. Just like if 5 people begin doing a physical exercise, 5 people do their stretching, do their walking, not everyone will feel the same pain at the same spot in their legs. Not everyone will feel the same back pain. Not everyone will have the same level of tiredness. Everyone is different. Just like physical bodies are different, our mental bodies, our upbringing, our soul consciousness is all at different levels. So all these experiences are not a must, and do not glamorize experiences. Do not go tell your coworker, okay, in my meditation, I've got this wonderful vision of Paramahamsa Yogananda or Satya Sai Baba or Shri Sai Baba coming in, and he was giving me all this thing, or he just raised his hand. So all these are fine for you, but we don't want, the other person should be thinking, how come I've been meditating for the last 5 years, I've not been getting these visions, right? And there shouldn't be any craving or dislike for experiences. We'll cover that in a couple of days. So no craving. Okay, yesterday was so wonderful, blissful. Let me see, I'm going to get that same kind of experience. Or yesterday I felt very dry, very shivering, very hot. I hope I don't get into that kind of experience, right? So the only things that you need to do, as I've been explaining, just observe, let the experience come in and let it go. No analysis of the experience. Do not judge. Oh, why did I get that thought? Why did I get that feeling? That is the whole point of explaining those experiences. All these are normal. This will come and go. You will not feel the heat the 3rd day. You will not feel the yawning the 4th day, right? You will not have that blissful experience the 2nd day, right? So all these keep coming and going. The only thing that we need to do is go beyond these experiences, right? And what is important in a meditation setting? Experiences are not important. They will come and go. Just like your body pain is an experience, similarly, that wonderful vision of that wonderful waterfall is an experience. What do you do that? You recognize it, observe, and let it go. So what is important in a meditation setting? Continuous attention on the breath, feeling the energy flows across the body, feeling of joy and rapture, and feeling of, these are the things that you will feel. As you continue, these are the 4 milestones of progress, right? How do you measure your progress in meditation? You should be getting to 2, 3, and 4 very soon. And again, as I said, no 2 days are different. One day your concentration on breath is better, one day it is not. One day suddenly you'll feel joyful, one day you'll feel very irritated. It is all fine. So we talked about impermanence, right? So those are the things that are very, very important on in your journey of meditation. And this is how you progress the different states in meditation, right? Most of us are in this step 1. We are constantly bringing attention. We are bringing our attention to breath. Suddenly there is a distraction, we're bringing attention. Suddenly there's a distraction, we're bringing attention, right? And for some of us, we may have moved into state 2, where after a while, because of the breathfulness routine, you quickly get into longer states of being with the breath, longer times. So that's called sustained exclusive focus. And then as we begin the journey towards feeling our body, because we start at step 2, which is following our breath, and step 3 will be flowing with the breath. You'll start feeling energy currents. Some of you may already have started feeling it, right? In a few days, a lot of you will start feeling it. Energy currents, energy sensation. That is nothing but moving of energy flows. We spoke about it yesterday, right? And then as you continue to do that, the energy flows also at some point of time, those sensations will stop, and you'll start feeling a sense of joy, a peace, a calm, right? And stage 5 is the deep states of absorption or jhanas. So in Pali language, they talk about these 5 stages as vitakka, vikara, piti, sukha, and ekagrata. And Yoga Sutras also very similarly talk about this 4 or 5 states: vitarka, vikara, piti, sukha, and ekagrata. So this is what happens in meditation. So what is important is progressing across these steps, these states, not what kind of experience you got, not that somebody had a wonderful waterfall, wonderful sound, wonderful divine music. They all come and go. That is it, right? So that's in a nutshell about experiences. I know that answers probably a lot of questions that some of you have, and we've been answering some of those as well. So it's time for us to get into our meditation practice now. Any questions on these? We will take up during our Q&A session in an hour's time, or in a 55 minutes of time. All right. So my dear friends, let's get into 15 minutes of meditation today. The process is going to be the same as yesterday. 5 minutes of equal breathing, warm up, 20 minutes of focusing at your nose. This is the focusing on your breath. That is a step 1. And then the remaining 15 minutes will follow the breath, following the breath, right? And then the last 5 minutes, we end with the appreciation and gratitude. All right. So let's get into the meditation posture. So remove your spectacles, close your eyes, clasp your fingers, and cross your feet. You know the posture by now. Relax, bring your awareness to your body. And start observing your breath at your nose, and slowly begin the process of equal breathing. Equal breathing again, slow, easy, normal breathing without any deep or whatever. So slow, easy inhale, slow, easy, long exhale. As you do that, count 1, 2, 3, or 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever be easy. At the same time, observe the movements in your stomach. Just be conscious of your slow, long in-breath, slow, long out-breath. Make sure your body is straight and relaxed. As you do your equal, long, smooth, relaxed breathing. Feel the movements in your stomach. That ensures you are breathing the right way. Don't lose track of your counting. As you inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Do not hold your breath. Do not go beyond your comfort level. We are signaling our body and mind not to disturb or distract you for the 15 minutes. Feel the relaxation in your body and the calming of your mind. Relax your eyebrows, relax your forehead. Feel the straightness of your back. Just long, slow breathing puts your body and mind into relaxation mode. Now, for those of you who want to continue with equal breathing, can continue for a while longer. For the remaining, please relax your counting, relax the conscious breathing and start observing your breath at your nose. Move your attention and awareness to your upper lip or the entrance of your nose, and just silently start observing the air going in and out of your nose. Just be the silent gatekeeper at the entrance to your nose as you inhale and exhale normally, naturally. Do not put any effort in altering the breath. Observe with the curiosity. Engage deeply with your breath. The next 45 minutes, nothing else matters except you and your breath. Everything else will wait. This is the time for yourself. The only thing that should occupy your consciousness should be the area around your nose and your nose. Only thing that you'll be feeling is the flow of air and sensations at your nose, the entrance to your nose or inside your nose. You breathe in and breathe out. You don't need to do anything. The breath happens. You're just observing the happening. Feel the way your attention is getting better. Feel the way you're able to focus on your breath for longer times. Attention, concentration, or focus is the most foundational skill for us to live, do, and create in life. So we are using the tool of breath to develop and strengthen that skill. Continue to be at your nose. Feel the sensations or movements at your nose as you breathe in normally and naturally, my dear friends. Wonderful, my dear friends. Continue to observe your breath at your nose All other thoughts, all other experiences, all other distractions should be let go and return your attention and awareness to your nose. Five more minutes of focusing on your breath at your nose. Enjoy the peace of concentration. Be with your breath at your nose. Do not get engaged by any thought or any distraction. Your breathing, your body, and your mind should be relaxed and calm. Continue to be only with your breath at your nose. Do not strain yourself or try to alter your breath or do anything. Just be and observe. Now, my dear friends, just move your awareness from your nose region to following the path of your breathing. Let's move into step 2, which is following your breath cycle. As you inhale and exhale, follow the path of your breath. As the breath enters your nose and travels through your windpipes, your neck region, your chest region. As the air goes into your lungs, there are movements in your chest. There are movements in your stomach or abdomen area. So just follow all the movements and sensations as your breath goes in and out. As your breath travels from the entrance of your nose, into your nose, through your windpipes, through your throat region, into your lungs, and observe the movements in your chest region and stomach region. Again, as you exhale, follow the movements in your stomach going inside, your chest coming a little bit up, sensations in your throat, and finally the sensations in your nose and feeling the breath go out. Just be aware of this is the path of your breath. Follow the path of your breath with your feeling, with your sensations, not by creating an image in your mind. Again, do not entertain any thoughts. Do not analyze. Some of you may feel the sensations in some parts. Some of you may not. Wherever you feel it, feel it. Feel your body relaxed. As you breathe in, your stomach goes out. As you breathe out, your stomach grows in. Just follow the path your normal, natural breathing takes you. Just feeling your breath as it travels to your lungs and out. Let go of all thoughts, other distractions, and other sensations. Wonderful. Do not get carried away by thoughts or even the music. Just observe the flow of your breath, your beautiful breath. Last 5 minutes of following your breath, my dear friends. Enjoy your breath. Again, there is nothing for you to do. Just watch what is happening naturally in your body as you breathe in and breathe out. Wonderful. Enjoy the peace of being with your breath. Enjoy the bliss. Excellent, my dear friends. With that feeling of joy, bring a gentle smile to your face and slowly move your awareness to your heart region as we move into stage 3 of our breathfulness practice for today. With a feeling of gratitude in your heart, the smile on your lips, say thank you to yourself and your experience during today's meditation session. Every day your study of your breath is getting enhanced. Now, remember 3 things from the last 24 hours for which you would want to be thankful for. Bring the memory of a person, an incident, or a thing into your mind and express thank you to that person, thing, or incident. Anything that we are thankful for grows. That is the law of abundance. As you feel your breath in and out of your heart region, with a genuine feeling of gratitude, express thank you. Next, express gratitude to your family, your friends, your colleagues, and all the people who help support you and your life. Lastly, feel grateful for all the beings in this world, for our environment, to the 5 elements of nature, and to all the governing systems of our place that help make our life livable. With that, my dear friends, we come to the end of today's meditation session. Bring your awareness to your body, relax your body, relax your neck, relax your head. Become aware of your surroundings. Relax your legs, relax your hand. You can unclasp your fingers and place your palms on your eyes for a few seconds and open whenever you are ready. Wonderful. I hope all of you had a good session of meditation. And again, as I say, the good session is the one that you are practicing meditation. Nothing else qualifies for the good or bad. I'm sure it must have been relaxing. And with whatever focus you've been gaining, there are a lot of changes that are happening within you, within your physical body and within your brain. They are being rewired. There are visible changes to your body and your brain happening as you sit in meditation for the 50 minutes. That is the science behind it. So I think it's time for our finger test. So yesterday we had this exercise of gratitude. So thanking 3 people directly or over phone, and also expressing gratitude to 2 things or incidents. How many of you have been able to do that? If you didn't do it, you couldn't do it, please do answer. If you did do it, please do type on the chat window. And any surprising experiences that you felt or that the other person or incident gave you, or maybe you attracted something else equally because of your thank you. Wonderful. Yes. Very good. If you couldn't do it, you can do it anytime. Thanks through message. Okay. Message is always something that we do. Better you talk directly. Wonderful. So gratitude is such an important element. Number one, it engages the energy system and our physical body, the right endocrine glands, the right energy vibration. That is number one. It makes you feel good. Yeah, someone saying, I call my sister and mother. Yes. So we so often think that people are just doing whatever they're supposed to do. But expressing thank you is more beneficial for you than for the other person or the incident, right? It attracts. As you vibrate at a higher level, you start vibrating higher energies, right? So there was this again, just a simple yogic story on the law of abundance, right? What we focus on is what we get. Like yesterday, we saw that where your attention goes, energy flows. If my attention is going because of my gratitude, I'm thankful for whatever I have, whatever I have grows. Right? So there was this one person who was very poor, and he was going through a lot of personal and economic hardships. He had physical issues, he had family issues, and he didn't have enough money to take care of his family. So he looked up and said, "Oh God, what have you done to me? Why have you given me this misery, this miserable situation? Everything, all that I need, in all the areas, I don't have what I need." Right? So you've not given me health, you've got me these issues with my children, and I don't have enough money. So it's such a misery to live on this earth. So the God responds, "Oh, you call that misery? You call that miserable situation? You call that something that's troubling you? See what more I'm capable of." And he gave him more misery, more miserable situations, more economic poverty, and all that. So God said, "That is what I'm capable of, if you're calling that misery." There's another person who was almost equally in the same economic situation, or maybe better or worse, but he was feeling happy for whatever he said. He said, "God, thank you for whatever situations I am in. Thank you for the little money. At least I am able to get my daily food and feed my family. Thank you for that illness. It was okay, we are managing it, but thank you that it was not a bigger illness. Right? Thank you for the climate. Thank you for the house that we live in. Right? I'm feeling very abundant. I'm feeling very joyful." Immediately God responds and says, "Oh, you call that my wonder? You call that my abundance? Now look at what I'm capable of." And the God showers a lot more of abundance, a lot more of money, a lot more of health, a lot more of wealth to that particular person. Right? So it all depends on what we feel for. And the new age movements of law of attraction, law of manifestation, everyone talks the same thing. It's about your feeling. If you're feeling lack, you attract more of lack. If you're feeling wealthy, you attract more of wealth. If you're feeling healthy, you attract more of health. Right? So, in fact, incidentally, a few years ago, when my mom slipped and fell, she had a back, not more a back, it's more a hip surgery had to be done. And she had to be on bed, but thankfully, she was able to walk to the bathroom or even go in a wheelchair to a bathroom. So we're all thankful that it was not a worse surgery where she was not able to walk, right? And we had to kind of get in some more help or put in more help. It was supposed to be painful for her and more. So we were thankful. And then the recovery started happening faster as well. So illness, lack of things are all normal. It's a question of how we respond to it. In fact, there's a famous story about someone not cracking several interviews offered at several jobs, but then he later on went and created a company and then sold it to Facebook, and then that's the founder of WhatsApp. So he created a company and sold it to Facebook for 16 billion. Prior to that, he attempted jobs at Facebook, at Google, and Apple. He couldn't get it. So they were all lost opportunities, but he took it in the right spirit. He said, "Thank you. I lost the opportunity to work with great people." And then universe gives people a lot more. All right. So with that, I want to quickly talk about Anapanasati Sutras. What is Anapanasati Sutras? We've been learning breath mindfulness every time, right? With all this course. So let me just quickly. Before we dive into our Q&A. So Anapanasati Sutta is in Pali. Sutras is a Sanskrit word for Pali, right? So this was when Buddha started going around. He used to give discourses in every place. right? So he used to give discourses wherever he goes and travels, and most of his discourses have been encoded in the form of sutras. And one such discourse he gave was coded as part of the Anapanasati Sutras. A little bit of genesis into how Buddha found the breath. As you know, Gautam Buddha, Siddhartha Gautama, was born to a king, and then he was destined. I mean, though his individual destiny was supposed to go and bring wisdom and healing to the world, and his father wanted to him to a prince, and then we all know how he sneaked out of the house and started going, and the breakthrough moment was when he saw people suffering, and he wanted to find the cause and the solution to suffering. So after he sneaked out of the house, he wanted to learn a lot of things. So he went to his first teacher called Aradakalama, who taught him very deep state of absorption and meditation, right? And Siddhartha Gautama was a spiritual prodigy. So he was able to learn that meditation much faster, right? Just like some of the talented musicians get music much faster, because in a spiritual state, he was able to learn meditation. So techniques that usually take years or decades to master for some people, Siddhartha Gautama was able to perfect in few months. And he mastered the deepest, most absorbed, blissful, concentrated state even his teacher knew. So finally, the teacher said, I've taught you everything that I need to teach you. You can go and practice or teach. But then Buddha was very critically minded. And he said, yeah, I'm able to get into the deep states of absorption. I'm able to get into deep states of concentration. I'm able to get into deep states of bliss. But still, the suffering remains, right? I'm not able to let go of that suffering. I'm not able to understand why suffering happens, right? So he went to another master called Udaka Ramaputta. So there also, again, he learned even deeper states of absorption. And again, the same story, he learned things very faster. And the teacher said, now you can become a master, right? Again, Buddha did not get the answer that he was looking for. Then he went about doing a lot of ascetic practices, right? So ascetic practices are like starving himself, trying to learn all the siddhis we call self-mortification and so forth. And even there, Siddhartha Gautama did not find that reason or cause or the solution to suffering. And that is the point when he went and sat under the famous Bodhi tree. And he just started, he said, I will not get up from this place till I find a solution. As he was focusing on himself, slowly he started his breath. And as he started observing his breath, and that is when he found the answer. So that is when he found the answer to suffering. Then he coded the 4 noble truths. He realized suffering is because of certain things, certain insights, like impermanence, right? Like not letting go, getting attached to it. We will cover that. So he realized that just through the simple instrument of breath. All that mirrors in life can be mirrored in breath, which is what we are learning day by day. And this is how he started observing the breath. He started analyzing the breath. The 4 noble truths: suffering is unavoidable, but the cause for suffering is desire to be a different way than things are today. And then he laid the 8-fold path as well, 4 noble truths and 8-fold path. So the Anapanasati Sutras, they are a set of 16 sutras or 16 verses. 16 sutras are 16 lines. They're divided into 4 parts. The first 4 focus on the breath and body, which is what we've been doing now, right? So which is what we've been focusing on, our in-breath and out-breath. So this is the science behind the practice. The second set of 4 sutras focusing on our feelings, our emotions. We'll start covering that in a day or 2. So hopefully by Saturday, we'll talk about how our emotions are linked to our breath, how our feelings are linked to our breath. So it's basically being aware of our emotions and feelings. And then the third 4 sutras cover the mind, right? So why do feelings occur? Because of the thoughts, because of the previous programmed thoughts. And again, no two thoughts cause the same feelings in different people, right? So it's about experiencing the mind, looking at mind from a distance. So all these days we are practicing the observation. Now we're going to observe our feelings. Now we're going to observe our mind as a third person. The third person is nothing but your consciousness. Till now, we've all been thinking, my thought is mine, my feeling is mine. So you are not your thought, you are not your mind, you are not your body. So that's what breath teaches. And the last 4 sutras are the true insights that occur to Buddha. Impermanence, non-craving, letting go, acceptance. We will talk about it during the course of next week. Right? So these are the 16 sutras neatly categorized into 4. Right? And yesterday we talked about the 5 bodies. Remember, 5 sheets or 5 layers. It's such a wonder correlating and corresponding different schools of philosophy and wisdom, right? So there is this Buddhist philosophy we talk about as part of the Anapanasati Sutras. And then on the right, you see the yogic system talked about the 5 koshas. If you look at it, the first 4 align with our physical body, our Annamaya kosha. Then the next 4 align with our Pranamaya kosha. Yesterday we talked about the energy system. Emotions are nothing but energy in motion. So emotions and energy system are all aligned. And then we have the Manomaya kosha, which is the mental body, and then the Vijnanamaya kosha, which is your intelligence body, right? That's your insight body. So neatly aligned. So once you are aware of all these bodies, all the things that are happening in this times, then you start getting those insights, your intuition, right? So these are related to body, feelings, mind, and the truths. And that's what we will observe as we go along. And this is what later authors neatly categorized into mindfulness of body, mindfulness of feelings, mindfulness of mind, and mindfulness of the truths. So we are moving from mindfulness of body to mindfulness of feelings, and we'll understand a little bit more on the science and the happenings of it. So you will be able to find the Anapanasati Sutras text all over the internet. I mean, though some of it are a bit esoteric and very deeply explained, but for most of us, there are modern translations. In fact, I always keep suggesting there is this book called Breath by Breath, which basically by Larry Rosenberg, which basically illustrates these 4 sutras in different chapters and talks about how it applies to your life. It also talks about the different challenges, different issues while we do meditation, right? Most of, as I said, some of the content that we're talking about in this course also is taken from the book, Breath by Breath. All right. So my dear friends, as we move in from observing our breath and feeling our body, we're going to free up our energy a little bit more, become a lot more aware of our body. So tomorrow, we're going to do a special meditation called the body scan. Which some of you may be aware of it. So we will feel every inch, every part of our body. We will start feeling sensations of our body. So it will be an absolute relaxing session. And it will be probably a bit longer than the 15 minutes that we normally used. So we'll probably do more of the body scan and dive into Q&A. So that will free up your energy movements for us to progress much further into step 3 of our meditation or our observation stage. All right. So with that, so let's open up for questions. So please feel free to share your experiences related to gratitude. If you have any questions, anything bothering you during meditation, please get that clarified right now. And any other questions that you may have, please feel free to ask. And before we start the Q&A, today's exercise, yeah, someone is very diligent. So today's homework is, I want you to be mindful of your walking, right? So as you walk along in your house, as you walk outside your house, right? So yesterday we did, 2 days ago, I think we did mindful eating. So when you are mindful of walking, make sure there is nothing in your mind. You're not thinking while walking. As you're walking, observe your path, follow your movements, feel the lightness in your body, enjoy the walk. Even if you're walking a few steps, even if you're climbing the stairs, feel the tension in your muscles, feel the air. If you're walking from one place to another place, just observe. Just like we observe the breath, just observe what is there. In fact, when I did this exercise to some of my teams, one of my team in London, so there was this gentleman that said, I've been walking from my home to the metro station every day for the last 10 years, right? And then I never realized a particular tree at a particular place, right? He was always walking maybe with a phone call. And then most importantly, mindful walking doesn't mean you listen to something while walking, right? You walk, you observe what happens in your body, you observe what happens out there. And again, nothing to do with analysis. In fact, some of the schools call it as walking meditation as well, or active meditation, right? Just like you're observing your breath, not analyzing anything, you're just walking, observing your walk, all the sensations in your body due to your walking, and what is happening outside. Listening to birds, listening to that crazy noise, listening to dogs bark, everything is fine, but no analysis, right? You just absorb and let go, and let me know your experience tomorrow. So that's the homework for today, mindful walking. All right, so let's shoot, let's look at questions and sharing, please. And please feel free to raise your hand to ask any questions or share. So I'm reading out one of the chat messages. Felt pulsating sensation around navel area, had to unclasp hands as they generated too much of heat. Very good. So your energy system is getting unblocked, energy is getting regulated. Joined yesterday, have I missed too much? Not much. Also, thoughts keep coming back frequently. Yes. So as we continue the practice, thoughts are fine. Yes, ma'am. I think we covered that in the initial few classes. However, you can go back and look at the videos of the first 5 days from the Pyramid Valley YouTube channel. We explain the procedure. So, but as long as you continue to be aligned with the practice, that is fine. So thoughts keep coming back. There are several ways that one can address mind wandering. That is called mind wandering. So simple thing is that most of them have, anytime you get too much thoughts, just give it a label, just give it a name. It's called labeling technique, right? So it's like, for example, if you keep getting thoughts about a particular person, just give it a thought, a person, give it a label, a person. Don't even need to give the name. If it is about food, food. If it is about work, work, right? Give it a label and then allow it to vanish and then bring your attention back to your breath. There is a neuroscience finding or evidence or explanation to this, where you interrupt a thought with a label. There are different parts of your brain that actually engage, and over time, as you continue to ignore the thought, you're giving it a little bit of attention, but not too much attention, right? So you're ignoring the thought goes away. And very similar, you can give that labeling to any sensation that you have, for example, heat or some pain. You observe the pain, you observe the thought, give it a label, pain, paining in my left leg, and then return your attention back to your breath. I'm feeling hot here, whatever, right? So anything that you pay attention to, energy flows there, and then it goes away. But if you are paying attention to, oh my God, it is paining, that is what you'll get more of. So as they say, pain is inevitable, but suffering is optional. The more you get attached to the pain, the more you resist pain is when suffering starts happening. It slightly drops. Is it okay or not okay? It is okay, but the moment you feel conscious, please keep your neck and head straight. My friend wishes to join. Can you join? No, absolutely, sir. Yes, you can join. There are a lot more days to go, and you can join with the practice. And a lot more wisdom, and you can always go back and look at the videos. We want more and more people to join the group, learn the practice of meditation, and continue the practice. For people, even if they're not able to grasp the process, the fact that they stay close, eyes, listen to the instructions, and follow the practice, that is good enough. That itself brings in a lot of changes. Maybe one of these days I'll talk about a study where scientists observed changes in their genetic formation, in the genes and DNA, even for beginners who just practice 60 minutes of mindfulness meditation. They will do that. So someone is asking a question. I've been doing mindfulness meditation irregularly and 40-day meditation sessions. I didn't get any benefit. Why? I don't know where you are, sir. Maybe it needs a lot more of focus and silence. You should probably come over to places like Pyramid Valley, spend days of silence there. A lot of people come and play days of silence. You should probably participate in the 7-day stillness retreat that we conduct. I conduct the English ones, right? So where it's a lot of silence, 8 hours or 6 hours of meditation, 5 days of silence, no mobile phones, no distractions, you get into that state. It's a question of practice and getting the right technique. Please try and follow the techniques that we cover in this class, and you should be able to get that. Having said that, benefit may not be something that is observable. There will always be those benefits, individual benefits that are probably coming up. But nevertheless, try to go through this practice, and then we can have a conversation on how and when you can be in Pyramid Valley for your practice to deepen. Any other questions? Anyone wants to ask? Anyone wants to share, please? You got 5 more minutes. Wonderful. I hope we did not miss any questions on the chat window. So having said that, I hope all of you are on the Telegram group as well. In case you get any doubts, get any questions, you can ask in the Telegram group and one of us will answer. You don't need to wait for the next day morning, but please do your mindfulness exercises that we are continuing to do. We will also learn some more of the breath work, breathing exercises or the relaxation exercises over the course of the rest of the days, right? That will help you relax at any point of time. All right. And having said that, let's looking forward to seeing you all in the special longer body scan meditation tomorrow, just absolute relaxation. And I would like, please, I hope you're all following the focusing on the breath as well as following the breath. Any questions on that? Please ask and get things clarified before you continue with your assumptions. All right. So with that, my dear friends, have a wonderful, mindful day ahead. And we will see you tomorrow morning. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful day.
Gratitude before me, gratitude behind me, gratitude to the left of me, gratitude to the right of me, gratitude above me, gratitude below me, gratitude within me, gratitude all around me. I'm so grateful, 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 I'm so grateful. Gratitude before me, gratitude behind me, gratitude to the left of me, gratitude to the right of me, gratitude above me, gratitude below me, gratitude within me, gratitude all around me. I'm so grateful, 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 I'm so grateful. Gratitude before me, gratitude behind me, gratitude